Hello there, and welcome back to ZeroXP Reviews Game Pass games. We're going to be talking this week about Donut County. Donut County was a game that was developed by Ben Esposito and released by Annapurna. It is currently on Game Pass, and as usual, we picked it because it's short. And with that, our story begins. So, as the way our reviews go, we break them down into 4 categories: graphics, story, gameplay, and least importantly, achievements. Let's get into this. Donut County is a pretty straightforward game where essentially you are
a raccoon.
You're a raccoon, but really, you're a hole.
Yeah.
You are a hole. And your goal is to consume everything in sight. Mm-hmm. But more broadly, it's about a raccoon who has unleashed this hole on Donut County and is just causing havoc everywhere. Patrick, I guess let's just start into the review itself. Graphically, what did you think about it?
It was fine. It's important to note, like you said earlier, it was made by one person. I think the cell shade style, isn't that what it is?
Yes, cartoonish.
Yeah. Oh, I thought it worked well for it. It's easy on the eyes, it's fun, kind of inviting, I would say.
Okay, so what did you score it?
7.
Okay. To me, it's one of those games where the graphics are exactly what they need to be for what the game is.
Yeah.
They're not going to wow anybody, but at the same time, they're visually pleasing.
Yeah, they're not ugly at all.
Yeah, so I gave it a 7.5. I thought they were good. I liked them. The story itself is, you're friends with this raccoon, or, the main character. Well, I don't really know who the main character is. It's kind of a cast of people. The main character is the Hole. 2 friends who work for a donut shop who are kind of, I guess, working their way through how this all came about. Mm-hmm. The entire town has been sucked into this hole, and the raccoons are kind of in charge of the chaos that's going on. And, it's a ridiculous story. Mm-hmm. At the end of it, I could get into the specifics of it, but the story to me is funny enough.
Yeah.
But it's...
Yeah, there are moments where it made me laugh or chuckle pretty good.
Yeah, but it's nothing that's going to really make you think about life either. It served its purpose for the game. Yeah. I thought it made a good kind of framework for the game. Mm-hmm. I scored the story a 9 just because, again, for the game, what it needed to be, it was cute. It was funny.
I gave it a 7.
Okay.
And the main reason for that was there were a few moments I thought that it went on quite a bit too long.
Okay, I can see that.
During certain segments.
Sure.
But it was fun, it was entertaining. Like you said, it was what it needed to be. It was definitely a plus on the game.
Okay.
Even giving it that score, I'd say.
No, that's fine. Again, it's all relative to our own thoughts. Our scores really don't mean anything. We just put a score on it for the sake of it. But normally the games that we play come down to a would we suggest you play it or would we not?
Yeah.
And we'll cover that when we get to the end. So let's talk about gameplay a little bit. Gameplay here is literally just getting things to fall into a hole. You have to... some levels are as basic as just starting with the small things and moving your way up to the big things. Yeah. Some have a few more puzzles.
Yeah, things that you got to make work together.
Right, or mechanics that come into play, or spreading fires and things like that. But I never really found any of it overly complicated, or, realistically, anything that made me think too in-depth about it. What did you think about the gameplay, Patrick?
It was fun. One thing, and if anyone's going to try it for the first time based off this, and my wife had the same experience, it's kind of slow. You're going in, you're like, I don't think I'll enjoy this, but then it's so relaxing in a way.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah, it's relaxing, it's fun. Like you said, the puzzles aren't too overly complicated. I just really enjoyed playing it.
It's just kind of something you do when you want to turn your mind off.
Yeah, and I didn't know it was a mobile game, but to explain it to some people will get this. It felt like a mobile game before it became all about microtransactions.
Okay, yeah.
It's small, it's relaxing, it's simple.
And it's just something to kill time.
Yeah.
Yep, yeah, so I gave it a 7. What did you give?
I gave it an 8.
An 8? Okay.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Yeah, that's fine. And then lastly, the least important score that we throw on a game, the achievement score, which is where we basically just go with how easy are the achievements to get or how satisfying are they. I wasn't real thrilled with these. Like, I felt like some of the things were a little too grindy if you really wanted to get to them. So I gave the achievements a 6.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, some of them were a little grinding. I gave it an 8. I gave it a higher score because, well, and one thing I like is games that give you chapters, so it's easy to just go back and do exactly what you needed to do to get to the achievements rather than having to play through it again. Mm-hmm. So I gave it an 8. I got all 1,000, 2.5 hours.
Oh, did you? I don't know if I got 1,000 or not.
Yeah.
I don't remember, which tells you, I guess, why I gave it a 6. So overall, I would definitely recommend playing it, especially if you just want something to kill time. I think you can literally do everything the game offers in about 2 hours.
Yeah.
So it again, I like games that are respectful of your time. I like Game Pass games that, again, I don't know that I would have spent $15 on this. I don't know if I would have spent $20. I don't know, but I don't have to know because it's on Game Pass, and I'm just paying for my subscription. And that's kind of why we cover the games that we do. They're great games that you can plug in while you're getting done with Watch Dogs and you're getting ready to play Assassin's Creed or whatever.
Wind down for the night.
Yeah.
In this case.
Yeah. And so, I mean, my score, I rounded to a 7.5, 7.5. What did you come up with, Patrick?
An 8.
An 8?
Yeah,
okay.
Mine's always seems like slightly higher than yours.
Yeah, I guess I'm a little more critical than you are, which we always go with the higher score. So the ZeroXP Game Pass score for Donut County is an 8.
Yep. You should play it.
Yeah, it's definitely worth checking out. All right, our story has ended for this Game Pass review of Donut County. You can find us every week dropping content on youtube.com/ZeroXP webcast, where you can find our regular series where we focus on Fable as well as all things Xbox. And until next time, our story has ended. Bye bye bye. Bye bye bye.
Don't be a-hole.
Bye bye.